What's up? 2022, January 1st. A whole new year of possibilities. 365 days of potential. Some people are making New Year's resolutions. Do I think that's foolish? Yes and no. I understand the pretense. But ultimately, sometimes you are who you are. It's just some people look at it as an opportunity. Whether it's an excuse or not, they look at it as an opportunity to make changes, usually for the better, positive changes. Not really sure where it started. Oh my God, I don't care. If you're one of those that's going to watch this and make videos or make comments like, "Well, technically, I don't care. I really don't." Not a resolution. Nothing of that. For the last year and a little bit of change, I've focused on a lot of socio-political content, which also means I've been focusing on socio-political content for quite a while now. I don't want to say a decade, but for a while, at least in some way, shape, or form since I participated in the invasion of Iraq. And here's what I can tell you. It can be infuriating. That phrase, ignorance is bliss, there's a lot of truth to that. If you're not tuned in, if you're not constantly inundating yourself with socio-political content, whether it's humorous or not, if you can pull away from it and focus your energies elsewhere, you might find a greater sense of peace and a greater sense of happiness. And I think ultimately that's what I'm going to try and do. Is I'm going to try and focus my time and my energy in other endeavors. And if I continue to make this channel, I'm going to try and follow in the advice of some people that I recently met who, in having just met me, commented on how sarcastic and fun I am. Now, I don't know if that's true for everybody, but I do have a very sarcastic nature about me. Whether it's appropriate or inappropriate, whether I'm reading the room correctly or not, I am a very sarcastic individual, and I don't think I've had a chance to display or showcase that on my channel. So, we're going to try. We're going to try and turn over a new leaf, and we're going to try and focus on some other things. I will tell you this. I'm venturing into a small entrepreneur type thing with a business partner. She's also a veteran. She also served in the Marine Corps. And she currently owns a business. Until I have her permission to talk about it, I won't. And she is willing to sponsor and partner up with me to do some cosplay designs. And, just getting our feet wet, dabbling in that market, we're gonna start off small and keep it simple. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to create some costumes for the GalaxyCon in Raleigh. And for myself, I'm going to focus on Mandalorian armor. Not Din Djarin, not Boba Fett, not Jango Fett. I'm going to make my own armor in keeping with the Mandalorian canon from the whole Star Wars universe. I may do a little background story on that to just kind of let you see where I'm coming from. The short version is, since Mandalorian is kind of like a culture, it used to be a race of individuals, but now it's more of a culture. In keeping with the Star Wars storyline, each individual Mandalorian has the opportunity to make their own armor. There are some similarities that are in that canon as far as the helmet and some of the armor, but I can make it my own. I can be my own character. I don't have to imitate Din Djarin or Jango Fett or Boba Fett or Bo-Katan or anybody else. So I can make my own. So if she's cool with it, we might start a channel dedicated to the overall business, whether it's the cosplay side of it, whether it's her creative side of it. We'll see. So more to follow. For the 2 or 3 of you that watch these videos, thank you. But yeah, this year, I'm going to try and do things a little bit differently. And it's not because I'm upset. It's not because I'm disappointed. It's in the last year and some change, my content has been quite serious. And it didn't quite get the reaction I wanted. I wasn't looking for millions of followers. I wasn't looking for YouTube plaques saying I have so many likes, subscribers, views. I was just seeing if I could stimulate conversation. I don't know if that means my videos are too long. I don't know if my videos were too serious. I don't know. But I didn't get as much conversation out of it as I wanted. So I think a year is long enough to prove concept, in which case I didn't prove it. So I think I'm just going to go in a different direction. This will still kind of be like a journal, if you will, but I think I'm going to try and keep it a little bit more humorous. And to start, I'm going to keep it locally based. All right, I'm going to take about 5 minutes, give or take. And since my wife and I moved back here in 2016, one thing has remained constant. Turn signals. People just don't use them. And I refuse to believe that the cars are no longer manufactured without them. But people just don't use turn signals. I think that's a greater epidemic than this COVID nonsense. Because you can recover from COVID. All right? If you have underlying conditions, it is what it is. Some of those underlying conditions may prevent you from driving, which means you're not participating in the epidemic of not using your goddamn turn signal. Why is it so important? Because I'm not a fucking mind reader. All right? I'm not sitting next to you in the car if you're in front of me or if you're in oncoming traffic. I can't tell what your intentions are unless you use your turn signal. Your turn signal is what indicates to other people your intentions. You intend to turn, change lanes, do something other than continue to go straight. Well, my brake lights indicate that I'm slowing down. Yeah, could be a squirrel. Who wants to hit a squirrel, right? Or a possum. Or any other animal. Whatever. I don't care. Right? I'm not a fucking mind reader. Use your goddamn turn signal. Because I'll tell you what, I got full coverage. My vehicles aren't hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're fully covered and I got gap insurance. Oh, and they're all paid for. My vehicles are all paid off. I'll fucking hit you. I will hit you. I will hit you. I don't care. I'll hit you. Fucking idiot. Use your goddamn turn signal. Ignorant person. And then lately, jaywalking. None of these issues should sound awkward if you live in Onslow County or Jacksonville, North Carolina. Jaywalking, especially on the 17, has been huge. And it also occurs in other areas as well. Now, by itself is not necessarily a massive issue, and I think, depending on municipalities, could be a misdemeanor. Here's the thing. The majority of 17, when it cuts through Jacksonville, is a 4-lane highway, sometimes divided by a center median. Okay, where people can get into the median to turn left, turn, whatever. And it's 45 miles an hour, so most people are probably doing like 50. Why in the hell would you want to get into the middle of this roadway? And I don't mean like, hey, there's a gap, haul ass, like I used to do as a kid. Did I jaywalk as a kid, even as a young adult? God, all the time. Do I wait until there's a significant gap in either traffic, going either way? Yeah. Do I haul ass? Yeah. It just, for me, it feels like the right thing to do. Get the fuck out of traffic. Because traffic is for the vehicles. They're heavier, they're stronger, they're bigger, they're going faster. Get the fuck out of the road. Or go down to the stoplight where there's a crosswalk. Use the crosswalk. I'm sorry I'm getting all worked up. Nobody wants to be responsible for killing another human being. But I often wonder, if you lack the intelligence to understand this concept, and you lack the intelligence to find a safer way to cross the road, I don't know if the world needs you. Maybe you're an oxygen thief. Maybe you would be better replaced by a plant. Maybe we should turn you in to compost and then plant a tree in your honor, because instead of you robbing this plane of existence of valuable oxygen, we can replace you with a tree, and that tree will then convert carbon dioxide into oxygen and stop global warming and all that nonsense. Because from what I've seen with the people trying to cross the road the way that they are, they're clearly not making the most out of the gift called life. They're probably the same people that, if given the opportunity, wouldn't use a turn signal. But, you know, I'm a ginger, so I'm clearly soulless and all that good stuff. But that's the kind of content I'm looking forward to. That groundbreaking, riveting stuff. The things that matter most. Turn signals and jaywalking. We'll start there. If anything else comes up, I'll let you know. But otherwise, stuff like media bias and COVID, it's over. It's done. There's too many people talking about it. All right? I don't need to be another one of them. I did it for a year, and it got me nowhere. So, here's to a new year. 365 days of possibilities. So, let's make the best of it.